Good old video games. This is easily one of the hardest things in self-improvement to talk about because there's an absolute plethora of different opinions based off of whether or not video games have a place in your life. On one side, we have that they should be completely outed and they have no reason to be around whatsoever. And on the other side, we have that gaming should be done in moderation and they can be enjoyed while you progress on your journey. In this video, I plan to give you an idea on how you can navigate games in your life and come to a decision whether or not you think they should be around for you specifically or not. I've been playing video games my entire life, actually. I remember for the first time my dad came home with a GameCube and I was playing Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights and I was staying up all night playing it. That was my first ever video game, and boy, I was having an absolute blast. So I played video games all the way from that day where that night where I started, all the way up until I graduated high school. From the beginning to the end, it has been a complete part of my identity. It's something that I've always done and I've always enjoyed. See, granted, I didn't have any responsibilities, so it was really easy for me to indulge in this hobby. Following my graduation from high school, video games slowly morphed from a hobby into an escape from reality. I remember that I would sink in hours in one game specifically after I graduated high school, and it was called Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Man, me and Nico put like a ton of hours into this game, trying to get Super Saiyan, trying to unlock Super Electric Strike. It was a lot of fun. See, the issue around this time was that I was using video games to avoid social interactions. So at one point, there were some people in my classroom who were planning on going to the arcade for that weekend. And this is the same weekend that I got Xenoverse. I haven't played it yet. And they said, "Hey, Jakai," my real name is Jakai, by the way. "Hey, Jakai, do you want to come to the arcade with us?" And I'm like, I'm busy this weekend. I was playing Xenoverse all day, every day. I woke up, that's the first thing I did, last thing I did before I went to sleep. So they blossomed, well, I wouldn't say blossom, it grew from avoiding social interaction to become a blissful ignorance from the responsibilities of being an adult. Because remember, I'm not in high school anymore, I graduated. And then I ended up working this shitty job at Walmart, and this is what I'm talking about. It became a very, very slippery slope because I was playing video games a lot. I would go to work, I would come home, and I'd play video games again into the night, like 3 a.m. League of Legends specifically, every single day. My life wasn't that great, and I can say that playing video games in excess was likely the reason as to why that was. When I started to prioritize myself and my growth, and I stopped playing Tekken as much, then the video game slowed down. And I started to spend more time at the gym and more time enriching my mind with different kinds of books. The less I played, the more that I grew. And remember, I was like in the very beginning of this stage, so I was around like 18 or 19 years old, like long before like the wave of self-improvement was even on YouTube. Like I was trying to get myself together. I was watching a lot of videos from people like Dan Locke and Grant Cardone, and my mindset was that I needed to become ruthlessly disciplined. I can't have fun in any sense. I must always be working. Understandably, I was very, very unhappy. I became deeply disconnected with who I was because I completely abandoned everything that I actually enjoyed doing in pursuit of becoming someone that I thought I wanted to be, when in reality I wasn't that person. I still to this day love the growth aspect of life, and I'll keep improving myself until I die, but there are some things that I do find pleasurable and fun to enjoy, and just use that as like a regression, or not a regression, but use it as like a relaxation time. I love anime. I don't know how long it's gonna be until I stop watching it, but I genuinely do like this stuff. I don't watch it nearly as much as I used to, and I just keep up with like 1 or 2 shows at a time, but I really enjoy this stuff and it makes me happy. When I wasn't like watching anything, I wasn't playing anything, I just felt so dull. I just felt like who even am I anymore? I just got rid of all the hobbies that I liked. I still like video games. I don't play them as much as I used to, and I can honestly say I don't have the love for them that I used to, but when I have some friends that would like to play, it is something that I would be down to enjoy some time with. Now, it was at this point when I realized that I want to become a better person and I want to follow like this good path, but I don't want to just abandon the things that I actually enjoy. So I came to this crossroad. Do I abandon my friends who like some of the stuff that I like as well in pursuit of like bettering myself, or do I just keep doing the same things that I've been doing but not grow as much? And it was really hard for me to figure out what to do because no one was really telling me what to do. I had to figure everything out by myself. I came to a decision, and I actually ended up deleting WhatsApp from my phone for like 3 days. So because I was like, I don't want to talk to like other people, I don't want to be distracted. But then I quickly realized that was a stupid ass mistake, and I re-downloaded it and I reconnected with my friends, because relationships make life so much better. Yes, some of these people I played games with, but I don't see a reason to just completely cut off people because they don't have all the same goals that I have. And I realize that you're going to have different friends in your life for different reasons. Not everyone's going to be doing the exact same thing at all times. You have friends for the gym, you have friends for your book club, you have friends for your finance group or whatever. Like, you have different friends for different reasons. So there's no reason to just ruthlessly cut off people who aren't doing anything bad to you or bad to themselves. Now, I came to like the decision that I wanted to keep those people in my life, right? But I still wanted to improve myself. So this is what I did. I reduced the amount of people that I was talking, and I ended up talking to like 1 or 2 people at a time because they're the ones who mostly aligned with what I think. And I was reducing the video games because I wanted to focus on something else. That was because at the time I wasn't happy with where I was going, so things needed to change. Now I want you to ask a genuine question for yourself, okay? And I mean this because a lot of people hear that someone on YouTube or Instagram or whatever say you must do this, and they plug some stuff into their life that doesn't fit them. I want you to ask yourself this question: are you happy with where you are or where you're going? And be honest with yourself. Don't just say, oh yeah, I'm happy, because you want to keep on playing games and not have no responsibility. Are you enjoying your life right now? And if that's a no, then you need to cut out the games and focus on your life and building yourself up. I'm not saying you can cut them out for the rest of your life. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying right now you need to shift your focus. I don't see why people think it needs to be a hardcore cut done for something like video games. Let's say alcohol and cigarettes, that's obviously detrimental to your health, right? That can actually kill you faster, but video games aren't going to kill you faster. It's just like a hobby like anything else. So if you don't like where you're going, you need to cut the games off and focus on yourself and build yourself up. It's not that difficult to figure out. Like, some people feel bad for going back and playing the game after they've been working for 3 months straight. Why is that a bad thing? However, if you answered yes to this question and you answered honestly, you took stock of your life and you honestly believe you like where you're going and you've been working hard, dude, sit down for an hour and play and then go back to what you're doing. The world is not gonna crumble, bro. I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with where I was. Wasn't happy where I was going. I hated my job. I hated my body. I hated my life. Okay, so it was obvious that I needed to get rid of video games for a while and focus on getting myself out of this mental rut. And now I'm in a position where I like where I'm going, because I've told you guys I've moved to a new state. My job is pretty damn dope. Like, I like it a lot, and like my body's in a much better position than it was back then, because I made the decision I need to cut out games to move on. And then when I have better control of myself, then I can go back and play, which is what I did. You are not a child. You're a grown man. And grown men should be able to make decisions for their life that works best for them. This is not an excuse for you to overindulge. If you cannot discern whether or not you can handle playing video games or not, then you should not be playing. But if you can say, you know what, I can play for an hour, so what? Once a week, I play like once or twice a week, and that doesn't mess with my day at all. You should be able to make the right call. This is Sensei Kinkai. Appreciate you guys watching. Join my Discord in the description. Deuces.